terrorists. We're not no gangsters. We revolutionaries. And that's how we rock.
Hey, I did that shit on purpose, nigga. I just want to see what your ass gonna say.
Body language is everything. You say nothing.
He say, hey, that nigga had this. He was like, that nigga in his head talking about this motherfucker forgot the bomb.
I'm just like, for real.
Oh man, hey dog, I had to do something to laugh, man. Hey man, goddamn, we had technical difficulties for about 2 hours, nigga, before we got on this motherfucker, man. What's up, BJ? What's up?
What's up with it, Big Unc? What's up with it, man? We're in the building, man. It's your favorite host, man. Bounty Hunter BJ, CEO Nino Cappucino, the breeze man. Riding shotgun with me, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. It's the co-host himself, man. Big Unc Spliff DTV, man, in the building with collaboration, man. In conjunction, man. HTX Current News, Watch Satellite News. We always bringing y'all that news you can use, Jack. The news that you don't pay attention to. That's why we here. We here for you guys. For the people, by the people, to the people, man. Uncut, raw, riveting, explicit, man. Explicit, baby. What's up, Unc? Where we at with this one, Unc? Where we at, Unc?
Nigga, we in Rankin County, Mississippi. We
Not
down in the Delta.
Crooked eye, M-I-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-P-I, crooked eye, man. Mississippi,
the Delta.
Man, I love Mississippi, man. I love the Delta, man. I love Mississippi, man. It's one thing about traveling down there in them areas, man, like Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, man, all Forest Jackson, hey, man, it's dark black chocolate down there, man. I'm talking about, that's when you see real black niggas, man. Real black ass niggas, man. Charcoal black, man. Good folks, though, man. Yeah, good folks, though, man. Niggas have to be walking around with no shoes on, man, in M-I-S-S-I-P-P-I, man. Real talk.
Yeah, but what you say? They say charcoal, bro?
Charcoal, man. Even the women, charcoal black down there, man. Pretty ass white teeth, pink lips, and charcoal black, man.
Yeah.
And not to mention, ass of a cattle, man.
Oh, yeah, they thicker than
like, damn, man, hold on, man. Everybody in here got big old booties? What the fuck going on?
Oh, yeah, it's going down. It's definitely going down.
That's why I understand why did we take on the European syndrome, bro. Our sisters are born big boned and small boned and nice and built. Black women were born this way, bro. Why do our women took on the European syndrome, bro? The fake ass hair, fake ass long ass rubber band eyelashes and shit way out here, like Betty Boo. You know what I mean? Fake ass lips, Botox lips and shit. You know why, bro? Well, we were born in significance. We were born with the beautiness, man. I don't get this shit. I tell you why. Because they have brainwashed and warped our minds so fucked up mentally, male and female, to where it's so easy to program us and robotically control us. This shit wasn't going on in the 70s and the 60s. Our black sisters wasn't getting down like that, taking on no damn European look. The Europeans was taking our look. Been doing it from day one. Them hoes was trying to get their hair braided back then. They was trying to figure out, how could I take this slick ass hair and make it into an afro? You can't. You wasn't born with our elements. Leave it alone. Yeah. On that note, man, you tapped in, you tuned in, man, to the finest, the baddest, growing podcast right now around, man. R.O.E 2023, man, in conjunction with Spliff DTV, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, What it do?
Hey, man, we in Rankin County, Mississippi, where 5 white deputies have been fired for allegedly torturing and attempting to sexual assault 2 black men.
2 black men?
You heard me.
2 black men.
2 black men.
Now, are these 5 male officers or 5 female and male officers?
Well, it just say white deputies. It doesn't say if they male or female, but it definitely.
Shit. Here
it
we
doesn't
go,
say-
TV land. But see, the Delta then took it back into the past times, man. They didn't went down here and buck broke 2 brothers, man. They didn't buck 2 brothers, man. Let's be real. I'm interested. This sound like this is steamy, man. Let's go, man.
County deputies linked to the alleged torture of 2 men at a Braxton home have been terminated. 12 News' Leah Williams has reaction from the Rankin County Sheriff and an attorney representing the 2 men.
A group of Rankin County deputies allegedly abused Eddie Parker and Michael Corey Jenkins at Parker's home in Braxton on January 24th. Jenkins was also shot in the mouth. Attorneys for the 2 men filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the deputies and Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey. Sheriff Bailey says he called in the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation himself after the incident.
We have cooperated with all investigation efforts related to this incident and have provided all information and data requested in a timely manner. This will continue until all investigative efforts are complete and justice is served.
On Friday, 5 months later, all of the deputies involved were terminated.
Due to recent developments, including findings during our internal investigation, those deputies that were still employed by this department have all been terminated.
The Rankin County Sheriff's Office would not confirm the exact number of deputies that were let go, but 6 were named in the federal lawsuit. Sheriff Brian Bailey says he has no intentions of stepping down as the sheriff, and he's using this investigation to improve his department.
We've already taken actions to ensure that we serve and protect the public while making sure the rights of all citizens are protected. These actions include a detailed analysis of our policies, procedures, and training of all department personnel. We've also retained a full-time compliance officer for monitoring of our daily operations and to ensure our department remains compliant with all state and federal law.
One of the attorneys representing Parker and Jenkins, Malik Zulu Shabazz, said in a statement, quote, Sheriff Brian Bailey has finally acted after supporting much of the bloodshed that has occurred under his reign in Rankin County. He continued saying the next step should be criminal indictments against the deputies involved. This incident is still under investigation by MBI and the U.S. Department of Justice. In Rankin County, Leah Williams, 12 News.
Want a lawn that looks...
Hey,
Talk to me.
I'm gonna take the time out, and I'm just gonna but I'm just gonna assume, and this is something I don't do, but I'm gonna take the assumption on this one, and I'm gonna say it was 5 white boys, not 5, it was 6, because it was 6 named in the lawsuit. But we are in Mississippi, and Mississippi do have black cops. But, however, the white cops down there, for some reason, still predominantly control and maintain the force, man. So it's hard to just narrow it down and say, well, was this all 5 white cops or was this half and half? A few
No,
blacks,
it was all white.
That's why my assumption was the way it was. Yeah. According to this is 2 black male suspects who were arrested and tortured, and they was going to attempt to sexually fuck them. I said it was 5 white boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Based on some racialism and the fact that they was going to belittle these dudes. Then, mind you, they tortured them already. Why else would you turn around and sexually want to rape 2 men?
And what I don't like, okay, the news channel, maybe they did when this story first broke, but they had to reintroduce what exactly happened. So I'm going to reintroduce it. So
for the crime itself, or why they was picked up.
For the crime itself. So
that's why we who we are, man. And that's why you got that researcher, man. And you do that shit so swell, Unc.
So check this out. Check this out, TV land. So the 6 deputies entered the home, the Braxton home, in January and handcuffed, kicked, waterboarded. Yes, you heard me. Waterboarded. And repeatedly used tasers while the suspects was wet.
So you say while he was wet?
There you go.
So one of them was in the shower or something?
Somehow, so the only way I could see they was waterboarding them is they had to go into the bathroom. Because the waterboard is basically when they put something over their head and start feeling that whatever that a bag whatever full of water and basically
Right.
drowning them.
So they
Think about
they originally got picked up from the house though, right?
No, the deputies went to the home.
And that's where they start doing the torturing at?
They tortured them at the home.
Oh, see, I'm thinking they didn't took them to the station, man.
No.
That's even worse.
No.
Damn.
Hold up. And you saw, let me bring this up so TV Land can understand what's the plan and what's going on, man. Hey, man, you two might hate on me. Let me see that you two gonna hate. Let's see you two gonna hate. They're gonna let me be great.
The right mattress makes everything clear.
My neck feels better.
We ain't gonna see all that. We ain't giving nobody no free commercial.
Nick said, let me see.
All right, here we go, y'all. So I want y'all to see this. I'm pulling it up right now as soon as they stop hating. So this young man right here, y'all, he was the one that they put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. That's why he has the bandages around his neck and on the side of his head.
So the bullet went in and out then.
They put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger.
Damn, I didn't know that one, huh? So they literally actually shot one of them.
Shot him. Bro, basically they tried to execute him. If you put a gun in somebody's mouth, you trying to kill him. And you pull the trigger. I'm surprised. I'm shocked he survived. It just wasn't his time.
No, if God say so, man. You see that nigga Dart, Mississippi style nigga.
So I totally agree. If they put that gun in this young man's mouth after now this what the grand jury and the U.S. Department of Justice and the what they call it, the Mississippi investigation, whatever they call. If y'all do not bring charges to these 6 officers, y'all full of shit, bro. Because
and then not only that, it's too much in the public's eye where it'll be a public uproar down there, man. Probably behind that, man. And then too, like you say, the 2 brothers finna get paid.
Oh yeah.
And this is one of them settlements where, like we just seen last week, where it actually gonna go happen fast. There ain't gonna be no drawn out for 4, 5, 10 years and try to stress the family out, thinking a nigga gonna die off or something. No, they gonna get paid fast. We talking about like between now and the beginning of next year. They should be paid already in order to settle this case so it don't get broad in the public's eye. So they gotta bring justice. And the justice is get that man, them 2 men the money, and book them 2 father-ass perverted motherfuckers, man. Book them.
Book them.
We don't need the heat. We don't need the heat. It's heat all around the globe when it comes to the sworn-in officers, and the public is tired. We don't need the heat. Book their ass. That's what I say, and that's what I think gonna happen. I think the department gonna take care of their own, like the videos we just seen just happen right now, and because of the body cam.
Hold up.
See, we didn't think about that, huh?
Hold up. I'm finna point on 2 things you just said.
How the fuck did y'all go in there and torture this man without body cam on? Or was the body cam on, y'all? How did it leak?
Well, let me touch on both of the on 2 things you just said.
Talk to me then.
About the lawsuit. Okay. The lawsuit. So both of these black men, Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker, are seeking $400 million. But check this out.
How much? Just pause. Please pause 1 second. Huh? How much did they give the other cat that just got granted? 40 million?
44. 44.
The one is paralyzed for the rest of his life, right?
44
million.
44 million.
44 million to live off of for the rest of his life for some nurses to take care of. And now they're asking for 400 million.
Well, you got to shoot to the sky, Cap. You got to shoot to the sky first.
No, you bid high, then you take on the low terms. But the reason why I'm saying that, why I'm touching to that, because I'm a lawsuit expert, man. When it comes down to corporate standards, man. I got 3 wins under my belt, man, for over $1 million, man, with these bitches. My point being is this: is that they're asking grosses $400, right?
Yes.
Now, insurance packages, they cover and carry a certain amount in those packages. So let's say the department package only hold $100 million.
There you go.
They're not going to be able to get that $4.
Exactly.
So now they're going to negotiate under that 100. So it
There
trickles down from 100. Then they might counterattack and come back and say, well, we'll give y'all 60 right now out of court. Let's go. 60 million.
And they're going to take it.
Yeah, man, $2 million they're going to take it. Look at them. Look how them 2 niggas look. Nigga, $2 million they're going to be happy. And unlike my other guy, my man can stand and walk, and obviously he can still talk some because he's at a press conference.
Yeah.
So that bullet didn't damage his brain, and it looked like it went here and out of side his mouth somewhere, because they say, hey, a bandage here and one on his neck. So it looked like they cut it in his throat probably to let him breathe, and the bullet went out his mouth. But nevertheless, he's surviving, bro, and he can talk because he's at a press conference. So he want that money, man.
He want that.
You can tell that look on that nigga like, I wasn't expecting to be here, but shit, I definitely want to get me some money out the deal. They beat us up but put a gun in my mouth, man.
Yeah.
We were just in the house chilling, drinking on moonshine and chilling, man.
Now touching on that, talk about entering the home. So this is what went down. So they said that during the incident that happened January 24th, deputies forced their entry into the premises from several entry points without a warrant and with no reasonable suspicion or probable cause for entering the home, the lawsuit said. Man,
that's a slam dunk case again. Lawsuit.
Hold on. So let me finish real quick. All right, so the sheriff has previously said that deputies were at the home on that day for drug enforcement activities. Jenkins and Parker were handcuffed when the deputies who had turned their body-worn cameras off, which has to be a department
policy
to keep it on.
Damn right, it's a policy. You don't turn this camera off for no circumstances. This camera, from the time you get that camera out of the case in the room where they change and they go get their cameras, because if you ever been in substations and you've been arrested, then you can see them coming to and forth, bro, from shifts. Then you can watch them go right in that room. It's a room where they go in, they put the cameras inside the recorder. They take that camera, take their microphone, put it down, put it here, and they put the camera there. And then the tech guys come in, they get the film and the footage, and they run it through their through their databases. So that's how the footage is stored and saved. So for him to cut this camera off, bro, that's a total violation of their policies, because that's the purpose of them having these body cams on. It was supposed to protect them in actuality, so that the people can't lie on them no more, or so for this very reason, so they can't say, well, they harassed me or they did this, but all the time the shit is backfiring on their ass. Why else would the jackasses cut the body cams off? Because they knew if the body cams would have been on, we already asked out. One, we did an unlawful entry, straight unlawful. We kicked in the door. We had no business kicking in the door. And that means we had to use force to get in here. So that ain't no telling what they tore up to get in the house. Now we in here, we use force, body force, physical force, and we torture. We go beyond using force. We torture these two men and then leave them for dead. I'll be damn, TV land. I'll be damn, man. Hey, man, we down in MI, PPI, SSI, man. Crooked eye with the crooked eye, man. Hey, man, shout out to Mississippi, man. Shout out to Mississippi down there, man. To the bros and sisters down there in Mississippi, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Y'all drop y'all comments. Drop your opinions. What do you think, man? Especially if you're a Mississippi native, man. Because I notice a lot of cats, when we cover these stories, and we cover these stories in different states, individuals from them states are starting to tune in with us. And we got a lot of Chicagoans that follow, especially Unc page. So they starting to tune in with us, and cats who live in the actual communities of some of these stories that we touch it. Hey, we really, truly appreciate you guys. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate the information that you store and give us, the feedback that you give back to us, because it's important, man, and we're paying attention. I just wanted you guys to know that, man. So shout out to everybody who leave your comments of importance and leave the comments who's actually from those areas where the story may take place, or you live in that county, man. It's important that you share that information so that we can share it to the people, bro, because we don't never want to come on here and do our commentaries. And we may reach here, we may reach there. It's all a part of conversations. But we don't never want to come on here and put out a story and we're not on point on our stories, or we way off, or we speaking on a story and the story, the relevance of what we're speaking on has no relevance to this story. You'll never get that from us. This is why we study our stories. This is why we research our stories. This is why we watch the videos ourselves first, and we depict on what we want to serve to the people and what we're not going to share with our people. It's tons of videos that we come across that we don't even talk about. We don't even touch it. And it's videos that we want to touch, especially him. I had to break him in with this because Unc, he was on a whole different level with this shit. So I had to break Unc in and let him know and understand that, hey, this shit is important, Unc. Think about it. A1 is different as bloggers and journalists and YouTubers. It's different material. It's different content. And I know I may be speaking a little bit too much because these niggas already be copycatting off of us and they biting off of us. But I don't care, man, because I'm a shrewd businessman, man. I'm about my business, and it's competition. I understand that. I get it. So there's no problem with me. You can't keep up with me, nigga. So you niggas can keep stealing. You ain't going to keep up with us because we're going to keep transitioning. We're going to keep creating. We're going to keep coming different. So when you steal that, I done jumped over here already and created something else. So it don't matter, man. But the point being is this, man. Your opinions matter. Your comments matter. Team Cappuccinos and Team Split D's, man, because we know you guys got our best interests. So, hey, man, leave those comments. Drop your opinions. Let us know, man. To all the Mississippi natives down there, man, who know of this incident, who was around when it happened, or you may have been a next door neighbor, please drop us a comment and let us know, man, what's going on, man. Other than that, what's up, man? What else you got to add to this, Because this is crazy. The pure dude. So now, was he the only one got shot, or what happened to the second guy?
He was the only one that got shot. But they both, like I told you, they both got waterboarded, which they was
explain that to TV land for a lot of youngins and a lot of the youths out there, or a lot of elders who may not know what that terminology phrase means, waterboard, man. So explain that, break it down.
All right. So according to the lawsuit, the deputies continuously poured liquids on their faces while both men were handcuffed and forced on their backs. So basically, waterboard is basically when they put you on your back, turn you upside down, and they continuously pour water. The water's the only thing I can think of, unless you just an evil motherfucker. You pour chlorine and bleach and shit. But they basically pour water over your face. So basically, so it simulates a drowning. So the water's going in your nose, the water's going in your mouth.
So basically, while he was explaining that to you, I'll just give you a diagram. You're on your back, water's being poured on you, but mind you, you handcuffed. So you can't, and not to mention, one of them is holding your head where you can't move your head side to side.
Exactly.
So now you just got water. So you're swallowing water and you're spitting at the same time. Go ahead,
No, that's exactly it, right there, bro. It's a form of torture that has been used for centuries. Has been used
all through the military. All through the military.
I'm gonna say the waterboarding probably goes back to the Civil War,
all the way to the spy games, man.
All the way back, man.
That's where I learned it from. That's how I got wind of it, from the spy games, man. Spies.
Yeah. But definitely that's a form, definitely a form of torture. Not to mention that they was attempting to sexual assault both men.
Now, touch on that a little more graphically when they say attempted. So what that mean? Did they started trying to go in one of them, or what stopped it? Why was it an attempt?
All right, so this is what the lawsuit says. The lawsuit also alleges that multiple deputies attempted to use a sexual device against Jenkins and Parker. So it
They
sounds
got
like
them baton.
it says sexual device. So either a baton or these sick ass deputies brought a dildo.
No, man. No. They use that damn baton. They just trying to word it like that and word it in a professional manner, a sexual device. Shut the fuck up and say what it was. The police use their goddamn batons, man. The baton is round, ain't it?
Yeah, it's round.
Stop that shit, man, and stop playing with us, man. You see how the media sugarcoat shit? That's just how the media is, man. It'll give you the news. You be like, oh, but you ain't really seeing the real insight. They use a baton stick, man. It wasn't no goddamn dildo. Unless, like you say, them got to be some sick peckerwoods to be carrying around a dildo. And you go, hey, Harry, go get the toy. You run outside the car, get the toy, and come back in.
Yeah, that's some sick shit, bro.
Or not to mention, you brought it in with you with the raid. Then you motherfuckers don't need to be on the force, man. All 5 or 6 of you niggas need to be tortured and fired immediately, man.
So I'm hoping it's like you said. I'm hoping it's a baton, because if these fools really brought a damn dildo on this damn raid, they sick.
Man, it remind me of Flip the Scene right now, man. Flip the Scene. Remember when them niggas raped Vin Rhymes?
Yeah.
Okay, we got all 5 of them bastards tied up hog style. No, I'm about to call up a few of my homies, ex-cons, niggas with long dicks. We about to have ourselves a party. You boys want to fuck, huh? Man, listen, man. We dealing with some sick shit, man. Some real sick shit in this world, bro. Think about that shit, you guys, TV Land. Come on, man, for real. I know it's fun and laughter, and this is what we do, man. We try to take these moments, and we give you the stories, but at the same token, we try to give you the entertainment behind it, and we try to keep our shit gullible and laughter and funny as well, man, because it's entertainment at the end of the day, man, you know? But this is sad, bro, because think about it. Let's stop to take a moment to think for a minute, for real. Mississippi, think about it. 5 white officers in that frame of mind, bro. Who's to say how many other people that they have tortured like this that's afraid to come to light? Think about it. This ain't their first time around the corner. It can't be, bro. They was too comfortable and they knew what to do. They cut them body cams off. So this ain't their first rodeo ride, huh?
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is some scary shit right here to even think about, bro. 5 crooked ass cops like that, man, willing to go that far to stick a baton in a man's rectum, bro. That go to show you that racism has always been and always will be in the existence of our world of life, man. That goes to show you, bro. This shit would never stop. It would never come to a halt of non-racism, man. Why else would these 5 white boys do this to these 2 brothers in Mississippi? All places, Mississippi.
Damn.
Mississippi is known of white controlment. Mississippi has been known of a white predominant state from the beginning of time for us, man. Mississippi has thorough black cultural history behind it. White racism, man, it has always existed in our existence of America. On that note, man, you guys drop them comments. Leave your opinions, man. We're your hosts, man. Bonnie Hunter BJ, co-host Spliff D TV, man, in conjunction with HTX Current News, Watch Satellite News, man. R.O.E 2023, man. You've been struck by lightning bolt, man. We bringing it to you, man. We bringing it to you. Them mighty horns, man. Y'all see them. Them horns, man. The W-A-T-T-S. Watts. We are taught to survive. Braka. It's Friday. Stay safe, and we out here. Ha! Yeah.